Well, blessings, everyone. This is Tim Cummings from the Gathering Place Farms, and I just want to wish you a blessed and wonderful day. And today I'm going to talk about an interesting plant. It's one of my favorite plants, and I never heard of it until I come to Arkansas, and I'm not sure where all it grows, but it's called the moonflower, the moon plant, the moonflower. And here it is. It's in our greenhouse, and if you can see the buds right here and right here, and just all over. They don't look like they're mature buds, but the reason they're called the moonflower is because they bloom at night. Right when the sun's about to go down, they begin to bloom, and they're beautiful, and they bloom all night. And I noticed up in Fox, where we have our food pantry, we have one of these that's growing out on the outside. And when I went to work the other day, about 6:15 in the morning, it was in full bloom. You know, once the sun comes up, it just starts to, by the time I come past later on in the morning, it was completely, the flowers were already covered up. And so they only come out at night. But the reason, other than it's just a beautiful, unique plant that at dusk, it also, the honeybees love it. And I wish I could have a picture, but last year we had one outside in our garden behind me, and it was there for probably 3 years. And this year it really didn't come back, and I don't really have a good picture to take because this is about the only one we really have, and it's inside our greenhouse. So I can't really even have a picture of honeybees inside the greenhouse, but it's a wonderful plant. I did a video on YouTube about some of our herbs that we grow, and really a lot of them are just growing wild that are excellent for the summer dearth for honeybees. Now I'm gonna also post that on Facebook. And the two plants, I mean, I'm wearing a hat that I didn't realize I was trying to fill tires up with that great stuff, foam great stuff, and when I pulled it out, it kind of exploded in my face. Would have made for a great video, but I'm kind of glad I didn't have the camera on. But I didn't realize I was wearing a hat that day that had the great stuff all up here. But you know, I'm not really out here to look professional, but just try to do some teaching and training and whatnot of how to, you know, some things I've learned on the way of raising up your own animals and honeybees and that. And what I'm going to do with the moonflower is I'm going to propagate some. I have a little propagation box over here, and I'm going to, I mean, we're in the middle, at the end of July in 2026, and it's kind of warm in here, so I really don't know how it's going to take. But, you know, this is the heart of summer, and this moonflower blooms, and it's another excellent herb for the honeybees. The plants I was talking about in that other video was catnip. We have catnip that just volunteered itself all over the place. Our cats love the catnip, and the flowers on the catnip, at one point in summer, there were hundreds of honeybees on it. And the other plant is motherwort. And motherwort becomes a really tall plant. I could take you outside. I got to go past a fan, so it's going to be a little loud. And it's kind of at the end of the season. There's the motherwort. Right now there's some bumblebees on it. I don't even know if you can hear me. I'll try to get closer. There's some bumblebees, not a lot of honeybees. I just got done watering it, but it's coming to the end. They get these little seed pods, and these volunteer, and we just let it grow. It looks like a jungle. We've been kind of busy this year. Let me get past the fan. We've been really busy this year, and so we just let it go because we knew that it was going to be great for the honeybees in the summer dearth. I got my honeybees on, I don't know if you can see those white structures on through the plastic. But this moonflower is another one. You know, there was the last one I think I mentioned on that video. Well, I mentioned two. One was Tulsi, and we usually have a lot of Tulsi volunteering themselves, but we only had a little this year. But Tulsi, I believe, is another good flower for honeybees, and Tulsi is a real excellent medicinal herb for you. And the other is buckwheat, which is a cover crop. It's a quick grower, it's a summer grower, and all those are great for honeybees. But I'm over here at my propagation table. I had some, I think that's rosemary left. I did rosemary. These are all rooted, but I've got enough. I had some blueberries back there. it didn't do too well. And then elderberry. Elderberry is easy to root. And here's some mint. And mint's also pretty easy to root. This is peppermint. But I'm going to do some of these. I kind of pruned them up a little bit. These moonflowers, I'm not even going to put rooting hormone on them. I'm just going to propagate them in here. And it, like I said, this ain't, mid-July is not the best time to do any propagation, but I'm going to give it a shot. I got nothing to lose. The honeybees can't come in. I really don't want them coming in the greenhouse because they get stuck. And I'm going to put these in here. I do have a rooting hormone around. I probably should use it, but I'm not. I'm just going to see, because I really don't know if these are going to root or not. I haven't tried this before, but I like this plant. It's a beautiful plant, especially if you're sitting out at night, or if you have it on your porch, and then it starts to bloom, and they're just beautiful white flowers. So I'm just going to spread them out because I'm not going to do no more propagation. Look, I got a couple more here. But propagation is another great way to increase your plant, and even some people make a good business out of it. And so the moonflower, I wish I had a picture to show, and maybe herb, or I'm not saying, it may be medicinal, I don't even know. I wasn't even thinking about fully doing this video today, but it is a beautiful plant, and it's another plant that the honeybees like. It's in the evening. It's like the last kind of nectar and even pollen they get before they head in for the evening. And so I just wanted to share another little tidbit. If you're raising honeybees, especially in the summer dearth, you know, there's medicinal herbs, and I'll try to find even some more herbs that maybe for next year to plant. But I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds on them at one point of the catnip and the motherwort. It's just amazing. But I just want to share that with you. I bless you and thank you. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And may his face shine upon you and grant you the peace that we all need. In Jesus' name.